So, dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body. Keep your back straight, neck head straight in your one line. And gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound. And gently follow the sound, please. Do nothing extra. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. So, dear Dhamma practitioners, in these ongoing meditation sessions, we mainly try to share some basic information for ourselves to establish a very clear, good foundation for your spiritual practice, for your meditation practice. So in these meditation sessions, we mainly focus to two different mental practice. So one is called tranquility meditation, another one called the insight meditation. So tranquility meditation is very necessary for us to calm down our mind, bring our mind to one point, and develop a very clear and balanced and undisturbed mind. But that is not enough, because that calmness or that undisturbed mind, tranquility mind, not going to be forever. Because that also happened as a result of cause and effect. So by the time when the necessary cause and conditions go away, that calmness is going to go away. Even you attain to high mental powers, still the same thing. It's not going to be forever. Why? Because things change. So you have no power over this outside world. So as example, you have no power over even regarding your own body. So maybe your posture is so comfortable and the environment is so calm and relaxed, comfortable. And now, and out of this all, that by the time you may reach to a very deeper tranquility state, and maybe you are going to be there for a while and you feel so comfortable, so relaxed with that. But still you have to understand that that calmness comes as a result of many causes and conditions, which happens beyond your limits. So then, before it disappears, what you need to do, use that calmness, use that comfort, use that one-pointness to go a little bit more deeper rather than finding the comfort. And then what you're going to see. So that is what called the insight meditation. Another way we call it vipassana meditation. Deeply, thoroughly We observe and recognize and understand how things come to be as they are. It's about you. It's not about something that outside. It's not about you observe about any object outside, any properties from the outside world, any elements about outside things, and try to understand how it come to be as it is. Here, we more go deeper into ourselves and we understand how our inner feelings, ideas, thoughts, this behavior, our life come to be like this. There is a reason within you, you may not see it. Until you see that, you may not going to find the real comfort. But the thing, why we can't see it, why we never saw that, what is inside us. And one thing is, sometimes we don't know about it. That is one reason. We don't know these all things, this life happened because of we have some inner reasons. Because of that, we don't look. And we always, and by the society, culture, traditions, and gave us some other directions to look, reasons to look, and we always go with the outside things. And another one is, really we don't want to look into ourselves. And some people very discomfort, they have the very uncomfortable feelings within themselves. They don't like them. No reason. And because they're so much caught up on their own thoughts, and they always run away from them. They always want to be busy with somebody. They always go to very crowded places. They always want to talk to someone, to do something and watch something, or somehow and travel, and somehow they want to find the way to escape from themselves. And that doesn't mean that whatever you do because you want to run away. No, there are some people use that things to run away from. So then you have to look into you, how comfortable you are within yourself, how far you can go deeper into you. Because if you don't recognize that what is inside you, and if you can't bring it up, sometimes you don't find the value that you carry within yourself. As example, piece of rock and the piece of diamond. When it is under the ground, the both doesn't have any value. But once you bring it up, one, it is visible, the piece of rock and the piece of diamond, you can value. So the same thing within us. If you don't go into deeper and recognize and bring who is inside, if you can't bring it up, you just have a very ordinary, very shallow level of comfortable life. But ourselves, it's nothing wrong having that, but ourselves, our purpose is not to be limited to that, go a little bit deeper. Why? Because as we understand, we go a journey. Anything not going to end here. It always going to bring something else. In this very moment, going to create another moment. And we know there is a tomorrow. but we don't know how it's going to be. And after we die, we're not going to disappear, we're not going to vanish. We know we're going to come back in different ways. So the thing is, in this very moment, if you don't know who you are, if you don't know what are the things happening inside you, and by the time tomorrow, you don't know what will happen to you, or you don't know where you go. So then there is a possibility. Once you know what is this inside power, what is ignite this, what is the very reason, core reason to ignite this, all the will, desire, wanting, emotions, this everything. And you know why you are here, or why your life happened like this way. That clarity itself change your destination, change your tomorrow. So it is your own responsibility. You are the only one can see that, because you are the only one can go inside you. And maybe there are some other people, just seeing the palm or the horoscope or the stars or calculating your birthday, or they use many, using cards, they use many things and say things. But you have no idea about it. You just have to believe about it. And then maybe you have to go with someone else's ideas. But this is not like that. This is you become your own fortune teller. You become your own psychic. You become your own horoscope reader. How? Not calculating stars, not calculating your birthday time, but by seeing from where these thoughts come. So it is more accurate. Otherwise, what will happen? Otherwise, you don't know who you are. You just keep running. See, look at the world. People keep running so fast, more than any other time. And we are so fast for things. So, and we kind of like, we appreciate that and say busy. So the busyness became a kind of like a valid quality to accept the world and accept the people as a kind of like so important. But the thing is, sometimes when we look, why we so busy? Why we are so busy like this? Why we run so fast? Why you became so fast? So one is that sometimes you want to win. You want to be right. You want to be like. You want to be comfortable. You want to be secure, protect. You want to be happy. So kind of like that things. And behind that all, like a shadow, something. That is what we want to look. So nothing wrong when you run for winning, nothing wrong you run for to be right, nothing wrong you run to be like, nothing wrong you run to be comfort, nothing wrong you run to find your happiness. But behind that all, if the shadow is, you don't want to face, accept your inner truth, Oh, you don't want to accept as who you are. You're not going to win. It doesn't matter how fast you run. You will never find the winning. You cannot be right. You cannot be like. You cannot find the comfort that you look for. You cannot find the happiness you look for. Guaranteed. You keep running. You will run for this life, this next life, you will keep running eons by eons, eons by eons, but you will never reach to the point. So then, but here, remember, nothing wrong with running, but here we talk about a little bit more different subject. So meditation is a method. It's a beautiful method that brings the ability for you to go into inside and face for you, look into you, be with you, accept you as who you are in that very moment. You come to the completion. Then in that completion, there is no gap. When there is no gap, there is no reason to run. There is no reason to win. There is no reason to be like or be right. There is no reason to look for comfort. There is no reason to look for some different happiness. So it is a different way of being. So, then yourself, you have to look this life, this moment that you have, in this very moment that you have the awareness, and use that. And finding you and be with you and accepting who you are. And when you become so comfortable with yourself, and other things going to become more profitable, your life going to become more comfortable, and your life going to become more sustainable. And at the same time, your life going to become more valuable for you and others. So when it comes to the life, then you have to remember the very primary responsibility for yourself in this human life, to go deeper into yourself and first see the very clear picture inside you. So another way, it's a kind of like a tranquility meditation. You come to the point to see. It's like you come to in front of the mirror. You have a very, very clear vision now. And then using analytical, critical mind, understanding, and you are capable to see that what is happening inside you. And it's kind of like a vipassana meditation. And in that very level, you see, this nothing belongs to you. So this everything happen itself. No identity, that's the thing. When it comes to deeper, like when you drink a, sip of water, once it go from here, no identity for that. If you take the food, the same. Any sensation, the same. Any thoughts, the same. Any feelings, the same. No identity when it arises. That is what you see in the very depth of that being inside. But once, if you don't see that, what happens? We take our body as me, our feelings as me, our thoughts as me, like a name as me, so like that. We call it identity. What is the meaning of identity? So identity means simply you try to make it same. That's the identity. You try to make it same. So you have idea about you, and maybe you saw some picture and you try to make the same like you. And somebody has some details about you, and you go to that person and show me your identity. So that's mean whatever the things, you try to make it like that. And then if it is match, then you can go in. So make it same. That's it. So every day we have an attitude, we have a habit, we have deeper inner nature to make it same. So that is your identity. There's nothing else. But when it comes to the vipassana level, you're not going to be like that. You go into deeper and recognizing this nature and understand the change. So in that change, if you go a little bit deeper, you recognize you are capable to change that entire samsaric journey within 1 second. Because that we have a deeper, unconsciously, that we have a deeper current to make everything look like same. It's a repetition. Even though that everything changed, we don't want to accept, we want to look like same. So another then when it becomes so powerful, we call it ego. It should be that whatever come from it, that's it. No, not willing to accept the change. So naturally, physically, if you keep doing something for 7 years, it's not about meditation. It's like in a very conventional life. If you keep doing for 7 years anything, whichever you never done, that your parents never done or something, what happens? You are capable to change it genetically. So this is this biogenetic, the mechanism that we carry our blueprint from the parents, and they used to carry from our grandparents, grandparents, like that. We come from, we have a history. So you have a history. It is not your choice. You had it. So nothing wrong with that. It is good. We come with something. It is good. There is some good things there. But the thing is, it's like a package. It is not only the good things, that you came with a lot of unnecessary things also. Because your parents, your grandparents, your grandparents, and our ancestors build up an identity, and that's mean they want to look like same, and repetition of the same kind of ideas or the thoughts or the actions or things. But now within you, you have that all as a package. So it's your genetic code. But in this very moment, if you recognize, I don't need this. My children don't want this. My grandchildren don't want this. My grandchildren want to have a very good tranquility mind. My grandchildren, my children want to have a very clear mind. my children, myself, my children, my grandchildren, entire humanity in the future. We want to have awareness, because that is what we keep losing. And myself, my children, my grandchildren, my entire humanity, from me, from this point to future, want to have clear comprehension. Undisturbed mind, balanced mind. So then what do you need to do? Forget about your deeper spiritual practice. I'm not talking about that. This is about this very conventional. And the idea how you can break your identity and build up a new identity, how you can get a new identity without going to DMV. So practice anything for 7 years. If you keep doing anything for 7 years, it is scientifically proved, you break your genetic code and you bringing something new to you, and from you, it will go to your children, your grandchildren, so like that. This is the question you have to ask. Are you willing to marry same person like you? Are you willing to find the partner or the friend same like you? Are you willing to accept if the child becomes same like you? Are you willing to accept your grandchildren, grandchildren, their behavior? It's not about the look like, their behavior, inner behavior, your secret nature, your secret character, your dark side. You know that. So are you willing to accept someone like you? If not, don't carry that identity with you, because it doesn't matter you like or not, they're going to become like you. That's the thing. Maybe even you don't know, you think, oh, I am different from my parents. No, you are not different from anybody. Only thing is, it is not visible. That is the thing. And on the surface level, what is visible is not valid, because that is not truth. And that is a kind of most of time, even ourselves, most of people, nowadays, it's kind of they are not, only very few people can see their own face without makeup. Because most of time people addicted to that. Their identity became like that. Even where, this 4 years, 5 years old, this little, girl came to temple. And I know their parents before she born, when she come to mother's womb, I knew. And she came to temple. And now she had a little bag. So I asked, okay, let's open your bag. What do you have? Oh, she have all the, and the first one she had the, cell phone. Another thing is all the makeup things. And I asked their parents that she used that. She won't. Otherwise, she gets so mad. And I asked them how she knew that things. And they said, no, we never teach anything, but she start to touch mother things and start to ask for that. And she start to use, and the mother got disturbed. So then what the mother did, so mother gave little, toys like that. So see that, even that it is not her choice sometimes, but how it come like that way. because it is invisible in us, and when it go to children, sometimes we don't see, and we see it is like a different character. No, so like that, what you have to understand, sometimes there are a lot of invisible things in you, you carried from generations to generations. No reason. It is in you. That is your identity. What the pair question is this: why you have to carry it to the forward? What is the authentic rights that you have, fundamental human rights that you have, to give it to your children, whatever you don't know? You have no rights to do that. It is kind of like you violating this human existence. Forget about the nature, forget about this global warming, because forget about animals, because they somehow they have ability, to go with the thing. But when it comes to humanity, that is why this egocentric mind, this identity, is something that can change this everything. Because we suffer, we fail, we have this whole most of things because of this invisible, unknown identity that we carry. Day by day, we accumulate more and more and more, because that when the repetition happens, it becomes so powerful. So you have done, you repeat something, you look like, you create kind of things, look like same, again and again and again and again. And now it became so powerful. Even you close your eyes and, stop that whole work and everything, and still this invisible current keep working for you. So tranquility meditation means you settle down from that. You withdraw from that current. You withdraw from that running and you become comfortable within yourself. You accept as who you are. You don't want to make a copy of you, but you go deeper inside and you recognize. So for that recognition, you have to completely change the journey, because this go forward, this now you start to go in and you look into you. So look into that. You just can't, use the thoughts or, thinking you can't do it. That's why we come to primary mental object and settle down there and observe without doing anything. And even the body, sensations, feelings, even if you are capable to observe the mind without interfering, and then you will, it is the kind of like a giving, it's opening door to enter this dark, unknown identity. Don't afraid to enter for that. Because when you are really go into that, it's become a different journey, and you are the only one can do it for you. And other thing is, only human can do that journey. It doesn't matter whatever other divine beings, they can't do that. So that's why this is the time for you to make that journey happen. And it is a one-way journey, because once you go there, in this entire samsaric journey, whatever happened to you, you're okay. You don't need to worry about anything. And the power is within this mind. Once you reach to the depth, in that very depth, you are capable to decode that all the genetic, the habitual pattern you carry within yourself. You become completely new person. How beautiful it is. Why you don't want it? Because if you look very carefully, you don't like to let go who you are. So that's mean what? You don't like to let go the identity you carry. That's why you don't make that journey happen. So take that and accept it and go into that and see who is this inside. And then from there, once you go into that, maybe it's a completely different world you're going to understand. But it's worth, because one day, somehow, get out of this mess, get out of this all the difficulties, all the unnecessary heaviness. That is the only solution for us. So it is better we do it today, postponing or waiting for another time, because we don't know. Maybe tomorrow we have like this time, tomorrow we're going to have like this strength, abilities, so like that. So that's why take that opportunity and make that journey perfect. Don't do it half. Go into the depth and observe. So what you need to do then, don't try to bring your thoughts or the opinions, and don't try to disturb with your ideas. Just let things to happen as it is, because your ideas, your thoughts, is coming from unknown character. That's why it is not valuable for this subject. So that's why you need tranquility mind, undisturbed mind. So bring your attention in front of your nose and your upper lip area and observe your inhalation, exhalation. Your thought value for conventional life, whatever the subject you learn, the work you do, it is important for that, because it has patterns and methods and you have to follow that. But for this one, you can't bring and use your thoughts. So settle down with the inhalation, exhalation, follow it. When it happens, just see it. And in the very beginning, you find out the place wherever the sensation. For that, you can move your upper body back and forth, head may be up and down, and try to find the right alignments. Once you get it, recognize where exactly you can recognize the inhalation, exhalation. And let it happen when it go in, out, separately recognize inhalation as inhalation, exhalation as exhalation. So by the time, once it becomes familiar, don't settle down. And be more sharp and clear to see the beginning, the middle, and end of the each and every inhalation and exhalation. So that means follow the entire continuation of the inhalation and exhalation. And don't settle down there. So by the time, and make your awareness more sharp and clear, and with each and every inhalation and exhalation, see the details, because each and every inhalation, exhalation, not a repetition. Each and every inhalation and exhalation has its own character and behavior. So it doesn't have identity. So that is where you break the deeper, this genetic code, because you recognize to the first time in your life, your inhalation and exhalation is not a repetition. That's a beautiful experience to your life. So each and every inhalation, exhalation new to you. So once you understand, That is what you need to understand. Because once you understand that understanding coming not by just one thought, that understanding coming from your entire body, your entire being. Because each and every cell will listen to that. So then each and every cell become kind of like a new, oh, I'm new. Oh, it's a new moment. So otherwise, when newer thoughts come to you, don't think it is just a thought. No, it's come from your entire body. Oh, this life miserable, this is a problem, that is a problem. Oh, I have this pain, that pain, I fail this. No, this is not just a thought. It is you, this entire body. But now this recognition, you experience to the first time, it is new. That newness come from you. That change everything. It's that recognition itself becomes the change. The mistake we do without that recognition, without that experience on the surface level, we try to be changed. It doesn't work. You go back to same identity. There's an invisible strength, power, energy that pull you back. So that is what that invisible energy means, that your unknown, unseen character, repetition. So once you know each and every inhalation, exhalation, different. It become longer, shorter, heavy, soft, warm, cold, so kind of like that. You are capable to see it. So in that way, you expand the duration to see very clearly with undisturbed mind. And so you can go step by step, and then you deeply recognize the mind, the body, the breathing has a deeper connection. So the rest of it become, something. We don't need to go deeper like that way to too much details. But when you practice, if you can come to the right beginning, that it will take you deeper into that. We have to have right beginning. So don't make a mistake in that beginning step. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit. So your right palm on your left neck, head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and say Sopateva, or may I be well and happy 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge in this moment with this sitting. May my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment. This is the last moment we're spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalations and exhalations. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens through the sensation, recognize it, do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can, through galaxies, other planets, stars. Reminding yourself like this with clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward, visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. Downward. And upward. To all 6 directions at once, like the moon, the sun, spread the light, spread the energy, without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. And also by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ittavata chammi sampadam punya sampadam sabbe deva numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta numodantu sabba sampatti siddhya imaya dhamma nudhamma patipattiya buddham pujemi dhammam pujemi sangham pujemi Attaya imaya patipattiya jati jara vyadi maranam ha paribunjissami idamme punya kammang asavakkaya vahang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.